Hey Thought Tribe, welcome back to another video. Today I'm really excited because I'm going to be sharing with you 3 tips on how you can beat the winter blues. So in London it has now become winter. It's November already. Can you believe it, guys? I'm so surprised. Like, I can't believe how quickly the year has gone. However, it is winter and winter blues are inevitable. So we need to do something to help us get through this phase because winter's here for a while, right? We got to get through it. So now that the days are starting to get a lot shorter, we have less sunlight. Obviously that is not bringing the vital energy that we need into our bodies. So the sun really gives us that energy. So we need to start to find it from somewhere else, right? How do we actually incorporate that into our lives, and how do we start to bring more energy in? Because otherwise it's super easy to fall in the trap of getting winter colds and flus, or to just start feeling really yucky. So today I'm going to share my 3 tips. They are super simple, super easy, and it's something you can incorporate no matter where you are or what you do. So I think they're going to be really easy and really good for you guys. So let's jump straight into them. My first tip is my absolute favorite. It is Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Now I know that this is something that is all over YouTube, so it's not really that, I don't know, maybe you know about it, maybe you don't. But even if it is super common, it is so important to use. Honestly, you would be so surprised how apple cider vinegar can really help you beat the winter blues. For me, I personally have a litre of lemon and ginger water to start my day every single morning. Without fail, I always have it. And as the winter blues started to creep in, I started feeling a little bit, you know, it's harder to wake up in the morning. You don't want to get out of bed. It's freezing outside, so, you know, why would you want to leave your bed? It kind of makes sense, right? But we do need to wake up, we do need to leave our bed, and we do need to get on and live a happy and meaningful life. So in order for us to do that, we need to use some of these little tips and tricks. So apple cider vinegar is awesome. I put a little dash of it in my lemon water in the mornings, and it seriously has changed kind of my whole morning routine now that I'm taking it on a daily basis. I noticed probably the effects of taking apple cider vinegar within just 2 to 3 days. Just because winter had started to come around, I had started to notice where the weather had changed, that my system was feeling a little bit clogged up. Like, I could feel that, like, my throat and just all of my congestive system was just a little bit, like, I don't know, blocked up. As soon as I started taking apple cider vinegar, those symptoms just vanished. And the reason for that is because apple cider vinegar is really alkaline, so it helps to alkaline your body, and that way disease can't exist. And obviously we all want to be healthy, so this is a super simple tip for us to just incorporate into our lives, just a dash. So if you don't want to drink a litre of lemon and ginger water in the morning, you don't have to, but on the bottle it even recommends that you could take this apple cider vinegar like 3 times a day just before meals. So you can actually just have it in a glass of water. It doesn't have to be hot. I personally really detest the taste of apple cider vinegar, so for me it's much easier to drink it if I have it in hot water, because I feel like it takes that vinegar taste away. But I really highly recommend it. It gives you so much more energy. For me, it cleared up all of my congestion and gave me a ton more energy. I was like feeling like I was waking up again in the morning and not feeling like it was horrendous to get out of bed. So I highly recommend that as my first tip. I will link it up here somewhere. The second tip that I have for you guys is, as soon as winter comes, we want to eat the naughty foods. I don't know what it is and I don't know why it happens, but as soon as winter comes, it's like we want comfort food. It's like we just want to feel warm and snuggly. But you know, my hat and my jumper and my blankie can do that for me. I don't need to eat sugary snacks or breads or things like this to kind of keep me warm. There are so many different options that we can have. So when those sugar cravings start coming in because we're looking for more energy, because we're looking for something else to kind of fill our lives, I highly recommend this. Dates. Now, for any of you that actually know me, you will know that dates are my absolute favorite thing in the whole entire world. I could eat like a million of them and still be happy and still probably want to eat more of them. It's kind of an obsession. However, they are super healthy. So the recommended guidelines from medical medium is to take about 3 or 4 dates a day. That's like kind of how you'll get the best from them. So I usually allow myself around 3 or 4 a day, and they really help you out when it comes to wanting a sweet sugary snack. So when those sugar cravings kick in, it can be really easy to just go to the sweet shop or to the supermarket and to just put your hands on a ton of just different like sugary snacks. But dates are a really good way of stopping us doing that. They're so sweet. Like for me, I have really high sugar cravings and I do have a massively sweet tooth. I grew up in a family where sweets and treats were like something that we had all of the time. And although I have now transitioned to a much more healthier lifestyle, and that is something like I wish to leave behind, sometimes those things still crop up on you. You still want sweet treats, like you can't necessarily take that away. I do notice that the more greens that I have, the less I need the sugar, but sometimes it's just nice and you just want to eat something sweet. And especially when winter kicks in, we start looking for those sweet snacks. So if we start consuming a lot of sugar, that's going to add to your exhaustion. That's going to add to weakening your energy levels. And although it's going to give you an instant hit there and then, it isn't going to keep you like feeling good all day. If you do not consume sugar, you're going to be staying consistent all through the day. Your energy level is not going to peak and it's not going to dip. Like you're just going to feel consistent the whole day. And then when the sugar craving kicks in, you can use dates as a natural supplement, right? So as a natural way of getting those sugars that you are wanting and getting that sweet taste that's so delicious, but without all of the badness of refined sugars. So my favorite way to eat dates is to have them with almond butter. I've heard that some people do it with cashew butter, and that kind of tastes like Reese's Reese's peanut butter cups, I think it is. I don't have any cashew butter, so I just do it with almond butter, and I usually just get like a knife from the pot and I would just like spread it on the dates and I'll eat it like that. And for me, my sugar kind of cravings always kick in at like 3 p.m, which I think is pretty typical for most people. It's usually after lunch my taste buds are like, give me something sweet. So I will opt for something like dates. And there's so many other different ways that we can kind of curb that sweet craving. Apples are a really good one. Grapes are amazing. And I know some people even freeze their grapes. For me personally, I am quite a cold person, so I like things more warm, so frozen grapes would not be my dessert of choice. However, I know that works for some people. So find a sweet, healthy snack that is good for you and have that like available at all times, so you can beat the sugary snacks and not feel yucky basically, because adding sugar into your diet once it gets winter is only going to make you feel worse. So opt for a healthy sweet treat instead. That was number 2. The third thing that I have is tea. So while it's winter, we just want to be warm and cozy. And tea really is so beneficial for us. Not only does it bring in a lot more hydration to our bodies because it's mainly made up of water, but it also can give us some really vital nutrients and minerals that the body is missing. So I personally love to opt for herbal teas, and I make my own at home. And so I use various different blends, various different herbs, and I will make them up depending on how I feel. I really highly recommend that you look into various different teas and just use those as a way to keep you warm during the winter months. And I recommend that you look into those as a way to keep you warm during the winter months. It's actually a really nice thing to just sit down, have a nice cup of tea, make your hands feel warm. And for me, that's definitely something that brightens my day. I'm such a tea person. I know there's tons of people that would be like coffee, but personally, I choose to stay away from caffeine. So teas, herbal teas are like the best way, and you get nutrients with them as well. There's certain different ones that will bring you a ton of iron, depending on what herbs you want to use. They can bring you so many different nutrients such as iron, they can cleanse the blood, they can cleanse the liver. They can clear up headaches. So herbal teas are the way forward. I highly recommend a couple of different things, but the main book that I recommend is by Maria Trebin, and it's her book, Healing Through God's Pharmacy. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I believe that that's the name of it. But anyway, it's a book by Maria Trebin. It talks about a ton of different herbs, and I highly recommend that you get that book, take a look through it, see what takes your fancy, and just start incorporating more herbal teas into your diet. So these are the 3 tips that I have to get us through these cold and grey winter months. We really want to stock up on anything that's going to enhance our health, that's going to make us feel better, warmer, and take away and ease those winter blues. I hope that these 3 tips helped you out, and it will be something that you're going to incorporate into your day. I would love to hear what your thoughts are, and if you have any tips to beat the winter blues. As I mentioned, these were mine. These are my 3 favorite things that I'm doing right now. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. That's just going to let me know that you are enjoying my videos and that I should continue making them. So please go ahead and subscribe if you did not do that. And like this video, because again, it's going to let me know that you're interested in my healthy tips. So please go ahead and do that now. I am so grateful that you took the time to watch all the way through to the end of the video. It really means the world to me. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.